Thalius Centaurus, we meet again.
What's poppin'? Welcome back to another Minecraft video.
What's good with y'all boys, man?
Hello, Minecraft Let's Play video.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Thalius Centaurus, we meet again.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? Welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today we'll be talking about the creation. Some things we'll be going over in this tutorial is significant factors of creation, the most important mark within the creation story, how is God's character seen in creation, why was creation, the 10 commandments, and some other minor details regarding the creation. But before we get into this, I'd like to mention today's sponsor. This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing Nah, I'm kidding. I just added that part as a filler. Let's actually get into today's video. On the first day, God said,
"Let there be light."
thus separating the light from the darkness. The first day of creation was important because it helps us tell apart the time of day. He called the light day and the darkness night. On the second day, God said,
"Let there be a midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters."
God then made the space between the firmament and separated the waters. Water was below it and above it. God named that space the sky or heaven. On the third day, God said,
"Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let dry land appear."
He thus called this dry land earth, and then gathered the waters together, calling it seas. Then God said,
"Let the earth bring forth grass, the herbs that yield seeds, and the fruit trees according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth."
The third day of creation was important because it brought forth the beautiful scenery we have today, and although probably not as beautiful as it was back then, it was created in God's image. On the fourth day, God said,
"Let there be lights in the sky. These lights will separate the days from the nights. They will be used for signs to show when special meetings begin and to show the days and years. They will be in the sky to shine light on earth."
Pretty much he made two large lights, the larger light to govern the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He also made stars on this day, and everything else you can see in space. On the fifth day, God said,
"Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens."
thus creating creatures within the depths of the sea and creatures of which ruled the sky. Fifth day of creation is important because on this day he created the first forms of life, allowing these creatures to reproduce and multiply. It's also important because he blesses each animal.
My name's Eddie. Let's get started.
On the sixth day, God brought forth animals and land animals alike. God said,
"Let the earth produce many kinds of living things. Let there be many different kinds of animals, large animals and crawling animals of every kind, and let all the animals produce more animals."
with this day he made a lot of animals, like cows, chickens, etc. Then God said,
"Now let's make humans who will be like us."
so it was then God created man in his own image.
Hi guys!
He created these beings with two genders, male and female. He also allowed them to rule over the creatures of the earth and only ate of the fruits that were on every tree. As God says, and it was so on this day, he saw it was very good, making this the sixth day. Finally, everything was finished. The heavens, the earth, everything was done. And so, on the seventh day, he ended his work and rested on this day. Then God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. This day is pretty important because It is within the 10 Commandments, but we'll talk more about that later on in the video. God's character is seen through us as humans, and through creation, He created all of us out of love and His own image. God's characteristics are graciousness, compassion, forgiving, and have never-ending love and faithfulness. Since us as humans are created in God's image, we are to follow what is righteous of us, the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments represent God's character and His righteousness. These sets of commandments were made to tell Christians how to live and originated from the Israelites. So the 10 Commandments are... Oh wait, hang on guys, I'll be right back.
Well, since he's gone, I guess I have to tell you guys the 10 Commandments, like always. Alright, number 1. You shall have no other gods before me. You should fear God, love and trust in God above all things. Number 2. You shall not make false idols. Examples of idols could be statues, rocks, even your freaking beloved iPhone X, I don't even care. Like, an idol is defined as an image or a representation of God used on an object of worship. It could be anything. It could be the brick of drywall you have sitting in the corner over there, it don't matter. Number 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. You shouldn't curse, swear, use satanic arts, lie, or deceive by His name, but rather call upon it every trouble and give thanks to Him. Number 4, remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, alright? Are all of you remembering that? You better remember it, otherwise you're gonna go to hell. Sabbath is to be kept holy from sunset to sunset, starting Friday through Saturday. You are not to do any work on this day, but to rest and appreciate God's creation. Number 5, honor thy father and thy mother. This doesn't necessarily have to be your father and mother if you're adopted like me, you know, depending on whether you have one or not. I mean, it could be anyone that raised you. I mean, it could be your great-great-great-grandma, don't matter. Number 6, you shall not murder. I don't care if someone stole your freaking Fortnite gift card you got for Christmas. You cannot murder the homie over it, even if you want to. Number 7. Shall not commit adultery. Basically, do not do what my ex did. Anyway, number 8. God's given many gifts in our life, so we shouldn't have the need to steal anything. I mean, this is actually factual information, bro. Like, you know, stop trying to steal my freaking Fortnite gift cards, Uncle Jeff. Number 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Lying is just overall not cool. That's unless you're playing Among Us, but I mean, Among Us is kind of dead, so, you know, there goes lying. Lying's dead now. It just proves your dishonesty towards God, and generally doesn't make life any easier. Trust me, I'd know from experience. Quoting Ha1lan. 10. You shall not covet. I know you want that new iPhone 20 Pro Max with the 12 cameras. I mean, don't we all? I mean, come on, look at it. It is just beautiful. Just barely out of reach. But you're stuck with that Android your dad gave you for your 13th birthday. I feel you there. I really feel you. You really shouldn't feel jealous, because it still functions the exact same way. I know all your friends are telling you to get your broke out of here with your freaking Android, but the same way could be applied with God. God gives you life and sends His angels to protect and will provide the luxury of heaven. All you gotta do is follow the commandments, you know? I mean, it's not that hard. It's only 10. I mean, could have gotten like 52,000. Hey guys, before I leave, make sure to check out my YouTube channel. Link in the description.
Hey, Shoo, get out of here.
I'm leaving.
Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was about to go over the 10 Commandments.
I already did that.
I didn't call you. Go back to the basement with the others.
Okay.
As this video comes to a close, let's do a quick recap of some of the things we went over. Starting the 7 days of creation and how we can see God's characteristics through the creation story. You know, I believe the 7th day is an important mark of the creation story because on this day, He created this day called the Sabbath, which was the 4th commandment. Speaking of commandments, we also went over the 10 Commandments, where His characteristics are most present. The biggest thing I guess that you can take from this video is to trust in God and always put your faith in God. We were all made in God's image, and He loves you for who you are. You don't have to chase something that's so close, yet so far. You don't have to put up an image of yourself and pretend to be someone else. And you don't have to feel like you're not special in life, because you are. And God has gifted every single one of us with special gifts and talents. As it says in Romans 12:6, let's just go ahead and be what we were made to be, without enviously or pridefully comparing ourselves with each other or trying to be something we aren't. So as we tell, I'm gonna cut that part. Hold up. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video today.
I'm in the sewer and they say they want smoke with me. You don't want to take it there.
Excuse me, have you seen Nemo?
What's good with y'all boys, man? Today we're going to be talking about the legend of the Salt Witch of the Nebraska Plains. We could not find any information on this legend except for the fact that there were multiple tribes occupying the area described in the legend. The origin of the myth may have been lost in time because it was made by nomads and it's hard to track them down.
On the Nebraskan plain, there was once a pillar of salt, about 40 miles from where the Salin River flows into the Plate River.
White men used to hear of this pillar of salt as the Salt Witch.
For a long time, an Indian tribe resided at the connection of these two rivers. The chief of this tribe was a man who could only be described as a Giga Chad. His people glorified him. However, he was so fierce that no one befriended this man except his wife, who alone could quench the burning flames of rage that consumed him.
In all truth, on the day of the death of his wife, he became sad, lonely, depressed, and decided to hide himself from the outside world. This phase of his continued for some time. Eventually, the tribe felt like they had to choose a new chief. Some of these conversations must have been overheard, because one day, the man emerged from his tent in a full war dress.
Stop right there!
Then, without a word from anyone, he walked westward across the plain. Upon returning a month later, he was much more sociable and had an unusual experience to tell.
Hi guys!
He showed off his prowess by presenting a lump of salt and some fresh scalp.
What did you just say?
He told some of his tribe boys that after traversing through the prairie for quite some time, he cast himself into the earth to sleep. Sometime later, he was then awakened by the cries of someone close by. The moon was full and stars glistered in the sky, giving light to the sight before him. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, a hideous, horrible, disgusting, ugly old woman with a tomahawk held above the head of what looked like to be a defenseless young girl.
What is that?
FBI? Him. Come on, man! There he is! Get him!
The old hag tightened her deathly grip around the girl's throat and raised her weapon as if she was about to strike. But then, in that very moment, the chief caught a glance at the face of the little girl, so desperately trying to escape. It was the face of his dead wife. The chief then let out a cry of rage and leaped at the old lady, burying his hatchet in her skull? Whoa, am I reading this right? Yo, you mind explaining this, Alex?
We're just gonna roll with it.
Okay, then I guess we can just roll with it. Where are we at? Oh. But before he could even touch his wife, the ground underneath him then opened. and both women disappeared. The only thing left was a pillar of salt standing tall where the women once were.
For years, Indians have claimed that the pillar was under the custody of the Salt Witch. Every time people went there to collect salt, they would pummel the earth with clubs, believing that each blow would hit the witch herself and would keep her from doing any other evil. It is unknown whether this tradition is still kept today.
Hey guys, it's Seneca. I'm gonna be doing the legend comparison for this group. So yeah, they decided to go with the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm assuming that everyone has heard this story, especially if you were in Pastor Man's class last year. But to summarize it, God sent two angels to tell our main protagonist Lot to leave the city of Sodom and Gomorrah and to never look back once they left. Now, Lot's wife looked back at the city after directly being told not to and got turned into a pillar of salt as a punishment. Now, as we look at both stories, we could tell that there was someone in both of them that got turned into a pillar of salt. Both main characters had to undergo the emotional hurdles of losing the ones that they love while also staying strong. The scenery of the stories are both desert-like environments with somewhat spiritual beings visiting the protagonist. Now, there wasn't necessarily any murder in Lot's story. However, both stories had some sort of death involved. But yeah, that's all I was asked to do. So, yeah. Bye-bye. Love you.
Hey guys, before we end this video, I forgot to mention the character archetype. His character archetype is an outcast because he stands out doubting him, something about talking about him behind his back, and then he said, I'll just put up a screenshot on the screen. Remember, little boys and girls, it's just a myth. A Native American myth, right, Alex?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he said it, so, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video, and today we will be talking about the biblical prophet of Zechariah and his book in the Bible. So let's get straight into the news. Alright, to start off, a little information about Zechariah. He was the son of, give me a second. He was the son of Berechiah, whose father was Idaho. He began his prophet career around 520 BCE. His life ended when he was murdered, body, sent back to the lobby by the disobedient, rebellious, anti-Semitic Jews of his day. The leading message of this book is hope. Zechariah encouraged the Israelites who were struggling. He talked about Jesus' first and second coming, and he actually had the most passages about Jesus out of all the minor prophets.
Whoa, that's a genuinely shocking fact.
When Zechariah talked about Jesus, he described him as a savior, judge, and righteous king. God shared these messages to show that he did not forget his people and his promises to spread word about the Messiah, giving them hope. Amen. Reading the story of Zechariah can help us the same way it helped the Israelites, and it can help us gain faithfulness, strength, and hope during troubled times. It reminds us of God's presence and love.
What's up, guys? I have to make an outro, apparently, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I love you.
Oh no! Oh no!
But I'm the biggest bird.
Peggy 18.
I'm in the zoo with the lions and apes and bears. You probably won't make it there. One of the options they say they will smoke with me. You don't want to take it there.
Hey guys, I just want to apologize about the graphic intro. You know, I just like rap music and I think it's pretty cool. But anyways guys, in today's video, we will be talking about the state of Alabama. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
ここからは任天堂スイッチのヘッドラインです。ご覧ください。
For the first time in 10 years.
So, Sweet Home Alabama, right? Land of spaceships.
Oh no! My freedom!
Cotton and metal. Home to the majestic longleaf pine. The beautiful bright pink camille flowers, as well as the little yellow hammerbird. The bird is also known as the yellow-shafted flicker.
What do you mean by that?
This is the Alabama state flag. Kinda looks like a danger sign, sort of. It was designed after the cross and was purposely made red to portray the bloody cross on a field of white.
Alabama is known as the Cotton State for obviously all the cotton it produces, but it is also known by another name, the Heart of Dixie. Jamilio! Alabama's current governor is Key Ivey.
Hey, how's it going, mate?
She has been doing an excellent job running the state of Alabama and has been for about 5 years. Key Ivey has been making moves to improve Alabama by putting $7.7 billion into its economy.
Whoa, that's a genuinely shocking fact.
Nah, bro. Alright, we're done. No, is that one or no?
We need one more. We need one more.
Bro, is it bad? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just if something goes wrong with it, then we need this.
Shut up!
Take one.
Alabama is located in southwestern United States, squished in between Mississippi and Georgia. The map shown is a thematic map. The colors represent different things. Orange for crops, green for forests, red is for development, navy blue represents wetlands, yellow represents pastures, and blue represents open water.
Yeah, good job!
Yeah!
High five!
That's it. That's the whole recording part.
The population of Alabama is about 4.9 million.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Fun fact, they're all related.
Oh, wow! That is relatable!
The economy of Alabama is poor, although being ranked number 23 in the United States for economic outlook and 45th in terms of money. The state is rich in limestone, coal, and iron ore. These three raw materials are needed to make steel. Alabama is the only state that can supply all three. The cost of living is low, and so are the taxes, making Alabama a wonderful place to live, especially if you want to marry your cousin.
Although Alabama might not seem like a visitable place, there are a lot of things to do there. The Alabama U.S. Space and Rocket Center is a look into the U.S. space program that goes back 52 years. People can visit the cathedral caverns and see the Grand Cathedral like rock formations deep inside. Alabama also has lots of different parks and natural attractions people can visit.
Ooh, it's sparkly! Ooh.
Each one has its own beauty, from waterfalls and majestic views to even quaint little forest walks. Alabama has it all.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my Ha1lan Direct. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Huge shout out to Seneca, Emily, Chloe, Ian, Naomi, and Vil for all voicing their parts in this video. All other credits are in the description. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
本日の放送は以上です。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。